Hello everybody, my name is David Babel, and welcome back to the Instant Classic Review. In today's review, we go to a place where everybody wants to be All Elite. A company born 5 years ago, All Elite Wrestling was an idea spawned from a huge indie wrestling event that sold out the Sears Center in Chicago. All In. An idea brought to wrestling fans on a bet by Cody Rhodes, Nick and Mac Jackson, Kenny Omega, and Marty Scurll. When this great indie event happened, it caught the eye of one Tony Khan, who wanted to bring the Elite's idea of an alternative company to fruition. And with AEW Double or Nothing, back in May, 5 years ago, that dream became a reality at the MGM Grand in Las Vegas, Nevada, where stars such as Jon Moxley, MJF, Chris Jericho, Hangman Adam Page, SCU, Strongheart, Private Party, just to name a few, were given a platform outside of WWE to show the world what they were capable of. And on that night, we would find out that Hangman Adam Page and Chris Jericho would vie to become the very first AEW World Champion. When that all out, that did happen. And thus, we bring you today's review of the AEW World Championship. Brought to you by Dream Championship Belts. If you're ready, I'm ready. Let's go ahead and do this review.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Stephen Hammer, and you are watching one of the coolest wrestling belt channels for all things wrestling belts, the Instant Classic Review.
Welcome back. As we did in the long-winded intro, we talked about reviewing in this video the AEW World Championship. This replica is based off of the second version, but the initial replica version that was put out not too long ago. This AEW Championship was made by Dream Championship Belts, Tanvir Kirscher. These are his HD style plates. Very stacked, very nicely done. Absolutely love this championship. This championship runs about $450 if you go through Tanvir and Dream Championship Belts. The original design, I believe, was done by Dave Milliken, if I'm not mistaken. Very well known for being called the Ace of Belts, the Godfather of Belts. Some people have other names for him. But let's go ahead and take a look at this very beautiful AEW World Championship. One of the things that sticks out about this particular championship is the intricate way in which the side plates and the main plate is done. Very differently designed and everything. Let's go ahead and take a look at the snaps right here. Now, there's no tooling here in the snaps, but what you can see is a stamped AEW logo, which is very nicely done. Very different, completely amazing. As you can see here with the snaps, which we have one missing. That's very weird. Huh. Absolutely weird. Okay. I've had these for a while, so I'm surprised that a snap did come off. But it's a 2 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 by 8, which is very common for belts. And this is a very heavy belt. Very heavy belt. I would say it's like 9, 10 pounds almost. Come to the very first side plate right here. Very nicely designed with a stacked AEW logo. We come to the second side plate right here. You have the two globes at top with the AEW logo again stacked. We come to the main plate right here. Top you can see World Champion. Now it says World Champion, not World Heavyweight Champion, which I thought was really cool of AEW to do, so it doesn't make people think, oh, well, only heavyweights can be the world champion. They want everybody to be world champion here. As you can see, there's a stacked AEW logo. Stacked, stack, stack, stack. It's a very unique design. You have two globes here at the top, two at the bottom with the nameplate, which I went with CM Punk, of course. We come to this side plate right here, which is similar to the other inner side plate, but two different globes right here. And then you have the familiar side plate here at the very end. Excuse me. You have the 2x8 snaps right here with the AEW stamped logo right here on the strap. As we take a look at the backing here, very nice smooth backing. And we can see where the missing snap is. It's right there. But you can see the covering of the bolts. And I really like the center bolt right here on the main plate. Really holds the main plate right into its place. Tanveer does a really good job with the backing on belts, in my opinion. Here's how the belt looks folded from the back. And then again from the front. For a heavy belt, the leather is somewhat swappy, not completely broken in. It's just been on display. Again, it's very heavy. You can see somewhat of a curve, not a whole lot of a curve, but somewhat of a curve. You can see that stacked AEW logo. As you can see right here, this is how the belt looks over the shoulder. Very nicely done. Very nice. Again, with the leather. Not completely folded in, broken in, but like I said, I just have it on display. And this does not have a belt tip at all. So, it's a very nice belt. Stephen Hammer snap test. Now we know one part's not going to snap all the way. And that's how the belt looks snapped, as we can see right here. This championship was a very amazing design. It's different. It's not like how you would see with a lot of world titles today, or the logo takes up the entire main plate, i.e. the WWE Championship. It kind of reminds me of titles way back then, like the Winged Eagle, the Dome Globe, the Big Gold, you know. There's just so many great elements, especially in the main plate right here with all of the floral patterning right here on the main plate where all the gems and the globes stand and everything. And I like how they did a nameplate instead of just leaving it blank. The nameplate thing was really big, thanks in part to the WCW Big Gold when that debuted, and then that carried over with the Undisputed and all the titles of the Ruthless Aggression area before they did the whole side plate thing, which on the newer version of the AEW, you do have the side plates, and you still have the nameplate thing right here, which I really think doesn't make any sense. If you're going to do side plates, don't do the nameplate as well. It just doesn't make any sense. But overall, it is probably one of my favorite championships done in my collection, done by Tanvir, which a lot of my championships are done by Tanvir. So, absolutely love this championship. Thank you so much for joining me on this review here on the Instant Classic Review. Again, my name is David Babel, and we have just reviewed the AEW World Championship made by Dream Championship Belts. Thank you so much. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Instant Classic Review so you can see more reviews like this one and other ones, such as a comparison videos between tag team title designs in their history and stuff like that. And then you might start seeing me give my intakes on wrestling today or the belt collecting hobby. Who knows? But thank you so much for joining me here on the Instant Classic Review. Again, my name is David Babel, and thank you so much for watching.